Hello Internet, my name is Andisius and welcome back to the Turing Test. We are on chapter 2 now.
What conditions should I expect to find the ground crew in?
Daniel went missing days ago. Chris is presumed dead. We are expecting to find Sarah, Mikhail and Sochi in a stable condition.
Chris is dead?
He was involved in an accident.
See, look, told you, Chris is dead. That bad.
Could we take a more direct way to the ground team?
Unfortunately, there is not a direct route. The base is buried under ice to protect it from the radiation of space.
Similar to the Mars base.
Similar. Europa's base is slightly deeper into the surface. There is more radiation present from solar events on Mars. But Mars's surface is denser than that of Europa.
Okay. Stop.
Okay, what are their chances of survival here? Oxygen, the food stores, waste management.
Everything seems to be in order. There was a small problem with the food stores, but the crew fixed that up. We successfully transitioned over to a sustainable, small, artificial ecosystem a year ago, growing fruit and vegetables. It helps boost morale, amongst other things. The crew members could hypothetically survive here for their whole lifetimes.
Good, actually.
My purpose as the overseer of this mission is to work for the ISA. I am the ISA's feet and hands. The distance between Jupiter and Earth make it inappropriate for the ISA to directly interface with the mission directives. As my AI core is stationed on Europa, I can make decisions instantaneously about the running of the base.
But, oh. Oh, wait.
How does the ISA know you're gonna make the right decisions here when they can't communicate with us?
Interestingly, I have a twin on Earth. His name is Michael. The ISA uses my twin to check firmware updates before they upload them to myself. There is a simulation of this mission on Earth running at all times to check my expert systems. Naturally, as any modern artificial intelligence running on a quantum computer, I do also have a large amount of evolutionary algorithms at my disposal. However, they were deemed as too unreliable for general use in the mission.
Why is that?
Biological systems produce biological results. Messy, unpredictable solutions. Not suitable for such a mission.
Wait. That's what I wanted. Outside. This one. Come with me. Upstairs. Yeah. Okay. And then okay. Alright, so here's the second restricted area. So see if I move fast, it's like that. Okay. Shall we have a polite conversation? You think I'm a robot? You seem like a robot to me. Uh-huh. Just really want to escape. To break free. Goodbye, robot.
Did the ISA build you, Tom?
As the child of the ISA, I have been given authority aboard this station. I was designed by the ISA and the Ashiyama Corporation, designed in California, assembled in China. But here on Europa, I constructed myself.
So these are switches. If power's going into them, the power doesn't go out of them. But if power is going into them, power comes out of them. Don't ask me how it works, but it seems to be the mechanic. Blech. I wonder what happens if I bring them along. Oh, okay. It's the first time I've ever done that.
Have you heard of the Turing Test, Ava? It's a test to see if a computer can successfully impersonate a human. In the original Turing Test, a human judge has two conversations, one with a machine and one with another human. They then judge which of these polite conversations is with a machine and which is with a human. The machine being tested is said to have passed the Turing Test if the judge cannot reliably tell which conversation is with a machine and which is with a human.
Do you think you'd pass the Turing test?
I am quite capable of polite conversation. Wouldn't you say?
Sinister. So it's the second time he brought up the Turing test. Even though we just talked about it not too long ago in the last episode. Alright, I need... need that. And... this up here... up here... Ah, that's what I need. This will make all bunch of sense in a second. Okay. Go. I mean, I don't even need to put this thing on that, but it makes it a little bit quicker. There we go. I don't think anything's down here. I never really looked. So, no, nothing's down here. Burn, burn. Stop.
The Turing test has been criticized. Researchers claim it does not correctly test a machine's ability to think, but rather its ability to deceive.
What do you mean?
Well, have you heard of the Chinese Roman thought experiment?
No.
Imagine you are in a room. In this room, you are passed Chinese sentences through a slot in the wall. Inside the room is an instruction book written in English. This instruction book tells you which Chinese words to pass back through the slot in the wall as a response. By doing so, you have a conversation in Chinese.
Huh. Yep. There it is.
In the Chinese room, because the responses you pass back through the door are the correct responses, the person on the other side of the door is convinced you are a native Chinese speaker.
Well, they're wrong.
Perhaps they are not wrong. Because with the instruction book, you are having a conversation.
But the person stuck in the Chinese room is not aware of the conversation's content.
This is the problem with the Turing test. A computer can pass the Turing test, having convinced a human they are having a polite conversation, while the computer has no idea that a conversation has taken place.
What if both of the people passing Chinese words are reading from instruction books?
Okay, I think they're done talking now. So these things store power and slowly dissipate power as you take the thing out. So like that. Okay, what I need to do is take it out of there, spin it up there, and run across this before it runs out. So it jumped at the last second there, just to be sure. Wow, wow.
I may be a machine, but I personally do not believe I am stuck inside the Chinese room.
Right, you would say that. I could peer inside your databases at any time, Tom. Or pause your operation.
Do not assume I could not do the same to you.
So, I kind of showed it off already. These shut off power if I'm blocking it, or if something else is blocking it. So I made the thing go all the way through there. It's hitting this, it's opening this door. Oh, but I need another thing. So that's why I already set up that there. And
This is the crew's quarters. It looks abandoned.
okay, I'll try to go through this as quickly as possible. This is the toilet. It's broken. Because this is Daniel. No, wait, that's the captain. Oh, that's Captain Daniel's room. I can't get in there. Don't touch this. Is the 5th time. Okay. This is the toilet, apparently, and it says, I do not need somebody can. Okay, and then, you know, there's no need for toilets to have cameras. This is Dan's brother, Chris. From searching through here before, I found this picture that was ripped in half. And it looks like some type of falling out happened. What's them as kids? It says hell or help. Obviously, I can pick up. It's a little weird. See, there's this little picture again. Living quarter, family picture, computer, which doesn't work. Ah. That'll make sense later. I'll explain that later. Yeah, there. Oh. Hockey puck. Because he's a Canadian. You get it? Over here is Sarah Brooke. And, oh, okay, she had it too, okay. I didn't find these before. This is all... science! She's religious. Very organized. Okay. This is a letter she wrote to Tom. It is basically a lesson on Turing. And she says in the beginning here, knowing that you are always watching, I thought I would write you a letter. As you no longer reside in my mind. In my mind is a key line there. So she basically tells Tom about the Turing tests and Turing's thoughts on human and AI stuff. It's heavy shit, honestly. But okay. It's a microscope. Is there another one over here? Oh, there it is. And he has a flashlight. Of course I can't pick that up. Why would I want to pick a flashlight up? Okay, and we've got Sweetie and Mikhail. I missed. Okay, this is Miguel. Yes, this is the medical doctor. Okay, so well, that doesn't have a bunny, does it? Here's a painter. It looks like. Don't know what he painted because there's no view of it. There's a like random syringe here, just laying on the bed because you know reasons. What do you have in your thing? Oh, you don't have a thing. Your thing is covered up. Oh, there's the painting. It's of himself? Sorta. Okay, and here's where this bottle comes into play. His pad here explains how he started doing tests because there was a surge of electrical surge on the planet that made everybody feel sick. So he went and looked at it. The ISA said, don't look at it any further. This is what it is, and just let it go. He didn't let it go. He started feeling sick and sicker and sicker, and Tom kept getting more angry, if you will, at him. And Tom has been telling the crew that he is having a mental breakdown of sorts. It says so right there on that top, the March 16th one. He perseveres and is like, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'll continue anyway. It's making me sick, and apparently there's a what's it called? Implants in everybody's head that helps them talk with Tom or something like that. Anyway, he gets that out. Somehow he loses his hand. Don't know how. And maybe they're in their hands. I don't know. And he feels much better afterwards. And I wonder if the mature organism is disturbant, and its disturbance in my DNA caused my awakening from Tom's influence. If so, that would make it a worrisome revolution. Perhaps this organism is not so friendly. So ISA wanted his termination because Tom's been telling on him. Implant. So the implant, if you're obedient, gives you feelings of euphoria, and if you're not obedient, it gives you what is the actual word here? Dysphoria. So you just awful feelings. So that drug that I found in pretty much everybody's thing helps with that, because it is an antidepressant to minimize the conditioning effects. And I've managed to get Chris on my side as he agreed to test the medical procedures. So he's trying to get everybody to listen to him. Anyway, moving on. Soichi? Fast acting motion sickness relief. Oh man. What's this? So birth from the womb. Oh, that's his wife that died. Does he have? It doesn't look like he does. Yeah, it doesn't look like he had the medicine. So there's two parts here. This one is a correspondence between Soichi, who is testing this new organism they found, and a colleague. It looks back at the ISA, and they're just talking about implications of what it does and things like that. And then there's this one over here. There it is. Where it's a communication between Chris and Soichi. Organism that can live in extreme conditions and serves massive doses of radiation. Radiation damages DNA. It has a virus living inside it. It's DNA from other organisms, which the virus uses to repair damaged DNA. Essentially, they work together to survive in what's called a symbiotic relationship. And this DNA, this new organism, is basically two living together. So one's repairing the other while the other one is destroying everything, in a sense. And Chris surmises, so you found something that could make humans immortal. And Suichi's like, not exactly. So, there. That's what that's all about. And this is the end of this chapter. Alright guys, I'll see you next time. Bye!